Go ahead, put it on real tight. Hope you brought your best tonight. They say they got the fireworks, yeah, they say they got the show. Here around the chutes, you're the best, so let's go.
This is Texas Toast. I'm your host, Miss Helen. Kick back and enjoy as we toast the best from Texas.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Texas on Tap. I'm Miss Helen, along with producer Kyle.
Howdy ho.
Okay, so yes, we got a lot of music to talk about. I had a big time weekend, but we're going to cover that next week.
Yeah.
So anyway,
looking forward to hearing all about it. I'm still so
Yes.
freaking jealous I couldn't go.
I know everyone missed you. Like,
Yeah.
seriously, I first and foremost did, but like everybody was asking about you, and we all missed you, and we'll make it up another time. So do you want to, we always do this. We always start hey, I have an idea. We'll start flipping a coin.
Okay.
I
That's
don't
a good
have
idea,
one
actually.
near me. Wait,
Yeah.
no, I don't have one. Okay,
I
so
got a guitar pick, but that's not going to flip too good.
okay, you could go ahead.
Okay, I will start it this week. And we just talked about this one a little bit, so I want to keep it going while it's hot. This is a new one to me. Grace Tyler's got a song, Texas and You, and it's really climbing up on the charts. And this one, like, it was the first song that I chose to listen to when I was trying to go through my picks this week. And immediately, like, right when it goes in that first hook, I was like, I have to choose this one. This song's so beautiful. Her voice is amazing, super catchy hook. And then the way that it like kind of gets soft in that first little section of the first chorus and then just comes in with a bang. It's like super ballsy and just, I don't know, awesome Texas song, awesome lyrics, great production.
Yes. Well, I absolutely fell in love with her.
Mhm.
And I love her delivery and her kind of twang, but she grew up in Frisco, Texas,
Oh, cool.
and moved straight out of high school, went to college at Belmont. She's been in Nashville, but I just love her whole sound. And she has another song called Dust. I mean, like, I dug into her music.
Nice.
And I'm sold. I'm in love with her. But I love the line in there, switching up that state of mind. The lyrics are great. And I'm sold. I love her.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, she's awesome. Sorry, but ring. Ugh. Was that really loud on yours?
No.
I forgot to mute my shit. Okay, I'll edit
It's
this
okay.
out.
It happens.
Yeah, no, she's awesome. I'm really glad I found her. I keep a radar on her. And then the next one I want to go to is a couple dudes we've talked about a handful of times on here. Jacob Stelly and Slade Coulter put out a song together called Burnout. And obviously that one's killing it. They're just on their grind. I see them all the time. I feel like I've seen them in passing in person multiple times, even since the beginning of the year. They're just all over the place, both doing their own thing super well. And it's really cool that they kind of, brought their talents together. I don't know which one of them wrote it, or if honestly, they probably actually wrote the song together. So,
I usually check that, and I didn't check it.
I totally meant to and forgot.
But that is like an ouch song.
Oh yeah.
Yikes.
But I just love that they're both kind of just leaning into what they know they do so well. It doesn't seem like they're trying to fit with anything. And it's like, I've covered probably 4 or 5 Jacob songs on here, and it's like he knows what sounds good, and he also knows what he wants to do, and that's so apparent. And it just, I don't know, comes across a lot more professional, but also just enjoyable for me. So really digging what those guys are doing. And then I'm going to open up the tap room with this one. And it was a hard decision because, I talk about this girl a lot, and I feel like I'm going to keep talking about her a lot along with all the rest of you, because she's about to blow up. But so open the tap room doors. It won't always be this way. Kaitlin Butts. And another hit from Kaitlin Butts. Like I said, she's like on my mind more than I think any artist in the last couple of years. Everything she's putting out is amazing. This record's coming out, and I just had to say it. I love the risk they're taking with production and all these things. And I know Helen has a lot to talk about it, so I'll keep this short, but it's just, sorry, go ahead. I know you got to get it out.
Well, it's like, I listened to the song over and over, and I was that girl about 15, 16 years ago. And I mean, the song just breaks my heart and takes me back, but I just have to say there's so much true meaning to this song, but it lends so much hope, and it can happen.
Oh yeah.
And I really want to talk to Kaitlin about this song. I know we're working on getting her on the podcast, but this song hits home to so many women that may be in a position, and I want the backstory on it, because
Yep.
it touched me in so many ways, and it made me feel so blessed for where I am today and the relationships and the friends that I have right now.
Yep. Absolutely. And I'll, like, I don't know, it's just the things they're doing on the nerdy music side of things are like, just it's standing out to me so much more, like I said, than anything else I've heard in a long time. And it's it's not like it's crazy technical music, but they're just doing these little small things that I won't get into that are really, really awesome. So I cannot wait for this record. I think it drops a week from today. So keep your eyes peeled for that one.
That's awesome. While we're keeping the tap room open, let's go ahead and
Yeah.
let's go to our girl, Sarah Hobbs, That Way. Brand new, just released to radio, Sarah Hobbs, That Way. And from what I understand, she's like held on to this song for like 15 years.
Oh,
But
wow.
it's about taking that chance. And we all know it's about timing. And sometimes things happen out of the blue and like there's a connection and it's just not that timing.
Mhm.
But I love it. Love her voice. And again, I love Sarah anyway. But I love the whole meaning and the storyline around this song, because that has happened to so many of us. I don't want to
Yep.
really say the one that got away or
Right.
but it's like sometimes those moments happen, but it's just gotta wait on that timing.
Mm-hmm. It's a ballsy one for Sarah too. I'm glad she kind of rocked it up a little bit.
Yes, yeah, love it. And so then I ran across this other song that's just been released to radio. His name is Robert Bacon, and the name of the song is Drinkin' Thinkin'. And basically, I mean, I love it. It's such a fun song.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how when you drink, you think you're bigger than you are, and you can pick up that girl or that guy. But he just puts it in such a fun way. It's kind of a liquid courage song.
Right. Totally.
And then it's such a honky tonk, and it's just in my wheelhouse for a fun drinking song. Drinking Thinking, that's Robert Bacon. And
Yeah,
then
that's like I was just gonna say, that's like a trop rock vibe song that fits
yes,
with you on the
yes.
coast. It was very Tom Shepard and all that vein. So
Yes. And then one of my all-time faves, Wade Bowen, has a new song, and actually it like hit the Texas country music chart, like most added, debuted super duper high, and it's called Phones Don't Work. And this song just takes me back to why I fell in love with Wade Bowen's music, because he can take you and lead you out of your situation. But I mean, how many times would we just like to chunk the phones, especially it talks about a relationship, and it's like, I can't call her, she can't call me. He's out on a mountain doing what he wants to do, and it's like no communication. So again, Wade Bowen's music just has always filled that gap.
yeah,
Fun
He's-
stuff, drinking stuff, but this just took me back to some of his stuff on Lost Hotel CD.
I was thinking the same thing. And he's not only obviously a cornerstone for Texas country, but like the music that he's consistently put out over the last 15 plus years it's like that's kind of a basis, at least in my opinion, for if you try to find a Texas country sound. We talk about it all the time, and there's not a defined sound, but he's like the grounding point, I feel like, for most of the people that are influenced.
And I like that word that you use, grounding point, because like there's so many times his music has kept me grounded.
Right.
Like it's just like I'm driving and I'm gonna listen to Wade Bowen, and so I love that one. So y'all check it out. It debuted really high on the charts, and so I'll tell you how high it debuted. Yeah, it debuted at number 85 on the Texas country music chart. Another high. Oh yes, and Kaitlin Butts is coming along with Blood. We talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
And some other ones to look at. We had talked about Cameron James Smith. He had a good debut. So that's just a couple. Ray Wally Hubbard has a new song, and so does Charlie Crockett.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we'll have to dig into that.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, let me scroll back up and I'll tell you. I listen to Charlie Crockett's song. It's so Charlie Crockett. It's so good. It's called I Feel For You.
Right on.
All right, number one on Texas country music chart this week is Casey Donahue, again with Built Different. Flatland moved up from 3 to 2 with Getting By. Cal Park is at number 3 with What You're Drinking song. And from number 5 to number 4 is Ken Foe and Terry McBride with Wild Horses. Rounding out the top 5 is Aaron Watson's Unwanted Man. And 6 is David Adam Burns with Too Much Texas. And Whiskey Myers is with John Wayne, that we just talked about a few weeks ago, is already up to number 8. And And then I do want to mention, I know we've talked about Case Harden on the podcast, and Case and I visited forever this past Monday at the awards, and he's in the top 10, and Hayden Haddock, Wind It Down, is at number 10. So I know we usually cover the top 5, but I did want to mention those faves of mine doing so good. Texas Regional Radio Report, Built Different. Casey Donahue's at number 1 again this week. David Adam Burns is at number 2. Man in the Neon Moon, Jamie Richards is at number 3. What You're Drinking song, Kyle Parks at 4, and Flatlands at number 5 with Getting By. And then moving on up, holding at number 6 is Ken Foe and Terry McBride with Wild Horses. CD Extraction Texas, Cody Johnson, Till You Can't, still at number 1. Kyle Parks at number 2, What You're Drinking song. Casey Donahue, Built Difference at number 3. Flatland at number 4 with Getting By. And then Aaron Watson rounds out the top 5 on the CD Extraction Texas chart. So, okay.
Very cool.
All right. So next week is a big week. I got to plan a meal for Thursday because it's Let's Play Ball.
Oh yeah, holy crap, I forgot about that.
Yes, opening day, Astros are going to be in Anaheim, and of course their first 2 series are on the road, so they got 2 series on the road and they won't be home. I did catch a spring training game the other day. Things are looking good, but I have not been attentive to spring training like I usually am. But all in all, from what I saw, things were looking good that particular evening that I accidentally realized they were on.
Yeah. Have you seen any new exciting people? Anybody on the team? I mean, obviously we lost a big component.
No, I know that's because see, I like, this is one of the first years that I haven't been like taking notes during spring training. So yeah. I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's been so messed up. You know, I feel like I didn't even know spring training started until a couple weeks after it actually had, kicked back off. So
yeah, because of the whole lockout and everything.
Yeah, everything's been real weird.
And it's been kind of shortened, but we'll definitely catch up, Kyle. We'll get in there and start watching and figure it out.
Oh, absolutely.
And then another thing I want to bring up is the Bluebonnets are out.
Oh, okay, really? I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. Well, I saw a little bit weekend. When I was going up to Arlington, saw a little bit, but I've seen some of my friends already with pictures. And the thing is, it's like, just be safe when you get in there to take the pictures, because oh my gosh, there's been huge rattlesnakes around here in Matagorda. Yes, oh, wow. Yes. Like people, I mean, it's like, it's crazy snake time and there's bugs and stuff. So just be careful taking your pictures.
That's funny. I mean, obviously I've run into a handful of snakes here and there, but I never would have thought about that. I guess thankfully I'm not running into fields of bluebonnets.
I just know,
that's exciting.
Red bug bites.
Yeah, that's always such a great weekend every year. Whenever the first time you see a bunch of bluebonnets, I'm going to be driving around kind of my quadrant of Texas this weekend with a new artist actually that I haven't worked with before, but I'm going to be playing in New Ulm, Texas, and Navasota.
That's where my great grandma was born, in New Ulm.
Oh, nice.
Yes, yeah. And that's your people, Austin County, right there. Belleville's right there.
Absolutely. So yeah, I guess I will get out there and see some bluebonnets this weekend, hopefully.
Yes, you will, especially when you go up towards Brenham.
Oh yeah.
To go to Navasota, yeah.
Nice.
I'm trying to think what I saw coming through Navasota in that way. I think I saw some anyway. So yeah, it's just good times in Texas this time of the year.
Awesome. Yep. So I've got that run this weekend. That'll be fun. I've got actually shows tonight, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So another busy weekend. I feel like I still haven't come down from last weekend. Honestly, I got to-dos.
Can we talk about anything yet, or is it all?
I mean, yeah, sure. So the big show that I kept hinting at was I was playing a private gig in Cypress, which is outside of Houston, but I got to open for Jason Boland. So it was awesome. Got to meet those guys. I had to run out of there because I had to go to take a video of Bree
I thought you were going to say you had to go to the bathroom.
No. I didn't get to I didn't get to stay as long as I wanted, unfortunately, but I did get to meet everybody. And
I was like thinking, how can I edit this?
I was nervous. No.
So you ran out to catch Bree.
Yeah, well, I had a blast, right? And it was awesome. Got to meet everybody and played a great show, and got to catch a couple songs. But then, so I ran out to the Music and Mudbugs Festival in Montgomery. And Bree had played earlier, and I had to miss it. But then I went out there because she ended up going up and playing a song during Watson's set. So I got to take a video of that, got some cool videos of Aaron playing, and that was a whole lot of fun. And then, like I'd mentioned, I spent probably 30 hours in the studio this weekend working on a new batch of 6 more songs. So
Wow, that's awesome.
yeah, it's fun. I'm living the dream. LTD,
Yes,
right?
you are.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. And you got Wild Child out
Yeah,
there.
it seems like people are digging it. It's really exciting. Yeah, I mean, the first release for a project's always, going to be kind of different than once you get in the flow, but I picked that one because I thought it would be a really good, first kickoff song, especially for like a spring tune. And the next one I've got coming out is like a kind of like a honky tonk banger. So that one will be that's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm really excited. I have to sit on it, which sucks, but probably a month or so till that one comes out.
That's not too bad. Not
Yeah,
too bad at all.
it's just, I don't know, I want everybody to hear it now.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for you. I'm just like, can't wait
Yeah.
to hear everything.
Well, you'll be the first to hear it. So
Thank you.
you know how that goes.
I know how that goes.
Yeah. Cool. Anything fun going on for you this weekend? Are you going to take it easy after your partying?
I never know, but like the weekend of spring break was totally crazy. It
Right.
was like I told you, it was open and revolving door. And then I'm still recovering from Monday night.
Yeah, I believe
and
it.
Tuesday morning. It went in. I mean, like me and the girls, like 3:30 in the morning, just me and the girls. Yeah. It was all good.
gotcha.
I mean, just sitting around
Sounds
visiting,
awesome.
telling stories, and yeah, it was all good. And it was funny because I know we had a little switch in our schedule, but all of a sudden it was like at 3:00 in the morning, Ron said, you have a podcast in 6 hours.
Holy shit. Yeah.
I got this text and I was like, I was already prepped and ready to go. And I was like,
yeah.
well, yeah, I probably better go on at 3:30 in the morning.
Well, I guess it's a good thing, or you're fortunate that it didn't end up working out as planned. So
Oh yeah, my alarm went off and I was getting up and I was pulling everything out and my head was pounding. And then it was like, and then, of course we got, the circumstances, which nobody can help that.
Yeah,
But
of course.
It happens. So it was kind of a good thing because you probably would not have been happy with me.
Oh, it's fine. You know how it goes. Well, so speaking of that, were you happy with my performance on this week's interview? Did you get a chance to listen to it?
I have not had a chance. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I think you'll enjoy it. It came together really nice.
That's on my agenda for this evening because as soon as I got home, it's like I've been jumping from one thing to the next thing to the next thing. And then I had so many details and, contacts to write down and this and that. And then outside of all the other stuff I do. So
yeah, organizing all those pictures. That was awesome. You didn't have to spend the time to do that, but I appreciate it.
I guess we'll get those up on Texas Toast.
Yeah, I'll get those up next week with the episode that's going to come out recapping the T3R Music Awards.
Kyle, I had to look at my phone to associate pictures towards the end of the night.
Well, there was like 100 pictures. Yeah, that's crazy.
I was making the rounds and it was just crazy. I mean, I'm gonna name 2 people that I was so freaking excited to meet by chance, and that was Case Harden and Mike Swatner.
Oh yeah.
And guess where Mike Swatner lives? Belleville.
Oh, no way, really?
Yes, he has moved to Belleville.
Oh man,
that's
awesome.
I visited with him for a long time, but those 2, they'll be coming on the podcast. Taylor Dunn, had a great time with her.
Yeah.
So I'll zip it so we can talk about all that on our little special wrap we're gonna do.
Right. Sweet. Well, yeah, so we mentioned the podcast earlier this week. I got to Helen was there briefly at the beginning, but then had some internet issues. So I ended up just having a conversation with my old buddy Shelton, who is John Stork's tour manager. And for those of you who don't know who John Stork is, every single podcast that you've ever listened from us starts with a John Stork song.
Love it.
And so we got to kind of break down, what it is to be a tour manager and how that lifestyle works and, everything that he's involved with. And excuse me, I think it came out really good. So yeah, check that one out if you haven't. And then on Tuesday, we'll be doing the awards recap.
Yes. All right. That sounds
Cool.
like a plan.
Absolutely. All right. Well, I got to run. I got to go pick up a tour bus.
You got a what?
I got to go pick up a bus in somewhere outside of Brenham.
Do you have a CDL?
No, I'm not driving.
Oh.
No, I wish I did. I have, I got I can't remember what it is. It's not a CDL, but it's like a class B, I think, on my regular driver's license. And it was years ago. I was driving like a motorhome, not an actual Prevost or whatever, but I had to get some kind of extension for my license. So I have that. So I don't know if that might cover me. But I'm not driving, so that's good.
That's so funny. I got one quick story to tell about buses.
Yeah.
My daughter is like, when she graduated from Sam's, she got a coaching job right away. And so she was like, I got to go learn how to drive it because coaches have to drive the bus.
Right.
And she's pretty short and petite, but she's pretty much real athletic. And so she was like, I said, are they going to give you pillows or what to sit on if you trying to look over a bus steering wheel? But it scared me to death. Oh my gosh. And then it was funny because she, like, even when she did her student teaching, because she looks like way younger. I mean, she's young already, but younger. And when she was doing her student teaching, they were like, oh, are you a new student? But then when she would be in the parking lot waiting for her girls to get back on the bus after their volleyball or softball game, like the parking monitors would say, they would come up to her bus and go, does your coach know you're sitting in the driver's seat? And she's like, I am the coach.
That's terrible. Oh man.
It's funny.
So what'd she end up doing? They put some cinder blocks and some pillows in the seat or what?
I have no idea how she did it, but
man,
anyway.
That's scary.
Hilarious.
Like I said, I took that whatever you want to call it, RV, on a tour years ago, and we were driving through like the Smoky Mountains in the middle of the night. And it's out of nowhere, your brakes are burning out, and it's scary. I guess funny story on that one. We were out for like 3 weeks and then made it all the way. I had tons of problems, obviously, not really mechanical problems, but like with the generator and stuff, just weird little random things. And we got all the way back into Texas, coming back from like Florida on I-10. And as we're pulling into Beaumont, the I guess radiator blew or something, and just steam's going everywhere, and we ended up having to ditch it there and get it towed back and get people to come pick us up. And it's just funny that it lasted us this whole trip, and then as we're back into Texas, it's like, oh, I'm done.
Man, that almost sounds like boat life.
Yeah, right. Oh God,
it's always
boats are the worst, though.
Oh yeah, ours right now has got to go back to the shop. It's like I get so frustrated. But yeah. Anyway, so much for all that. So go get your bus. Go get your bus, Kyle.
Okay. We can look forward to baseball.
Yes. So
already.
Cheers.
Cheers. Where I was from as she left, I dare to say.